Hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Feedback Loop. If you're unfamiliar with Feedback Loop, we are a playtest D&D game where everyone is playtesting various new things that we're working on getting out in a new upcoming project. My name is Ryan, I'm your DM tonight. If you wish to make fan art, live tweet, anything of the such, you can do so using hashtag FeedbackLoopTGC. Now, I believe Val is giving us our recap this week.
All right. So, it's pretty early in the morning, or deeply late at night, depending your view on things. And Cassius, as he often is not asleep. Full sleeper that he is. He's kind of been hesitant to talk to his wife lately, but he's trying to now, and it's coming out kind of this disjointed, essentially gripe fest in his way. You see him pacing the room, his own personal hotel room, obviously, with Agnes out. I already didn't like what I signed up for, and I don't like what I've received. We did these negotiations with Cross, I don't even understand why, to beg him to not make us his errand boys after we cleaned out his sewers for him, and apparently now we're supposed to just play nice, do his dishes whenever we stop in the city, which hopefully we don't do again. And then Element's all shaken up now. I don't know how that affects me getting the things that I need for putting up with this crap anyway. And then things are all off the rails. I don't know, Koski beat up another Minotaur? Kind of losing the plot on that one. Oh, and then I brought Rennial to the dump, and we saw some strange things there. I don't know. The whole thing makes me want to get out of here, but the longer we stay, the more I think I'm back here for a reason.
And as she goes to say something, you start to hear a mumbled voice through the wall.
Do you hear that?
Isn't that Kyotenna's room?
He is both parts, like, curious and kind of actually excited to get away from his little hissy fit that he was just having, and he listens in.
So, hopping back into Kyotenna's room in perspective, there is a gaunt elven man standing on a branch outside of your window. He was on the ground a moment ago, speaking up to you. His eyes were covered by the wide brim of his hat, wearing a long overcoat. He started to refer to you as sister, and thank Father for both of your conditions. And to prove that he is what he says he is, he revealed to you a identical scar to one you have. A Y incision across your torso. And as he smiled, he revealed 2 long fangs instead of front teeth. May I come in, sister?
So until now, Kyotenna's been holding her glaive and a very ready to strike close to the window. She looks towards him. She looks through the wall to her left, knowing that Rennie and Dante sleep on the other side. Yes, but anything unexpected and I will strike you where you stand. And she'll start to walk backwards and She's trying to appear kind of very formidable, but she is afraid a little bit.
Takes a very large step from the branch to the windowsill and ducks down to get in. It's now that you see he is tall for an elf. You weren't 100% sure just how tall he was when he was outside, but now standing in here, he is eye level with you. He's about 8 or so feet tall. Thank you for letting me in.
How do you know who I am?
You are the youngest amongst our siblings. You will know in time. We all know where each other are.
Did he send you?
He sends his regards. But no, he did not send me specifically. I simply wish to apologize for scaring the little ones.
That this she'll ease her stance, put her weapon to her side, still holding it. What are you talking about?
Last night, I was hunting. You are special, sister. I know where most of our siblings are at all times. I only know where you are when I am close. It wasn't until I almost entered the little one's domicile the night before that I realized a sister was this close. I assume they are your offspring or pantry, and I do not wish to steal from a sister.
I and her are visibly angry right now. Why are you here?
Like I said, to apologize and make my acquaintance. I am Parish. You may refer to me as Brother Parish.
No. I don't believe him. I want to insight him.
Sure, give me an insight check. Now you don't believe what he's here for?
What he's here for? That is a 20.
20. He seems fairly genuine. Other than his eyes keep flicking from beneath the brim of his hat towards the door. He's got the body language of he is restraining himself. You've not been around a creature like this before. So you don't pick up on the scent immediately. It's a pungent odor, something that smells not quite of decay, almost more like formaldehyde. And then you realize you've smelt this before when you've gone out for your monthly stroll.
So, I'm not attacking at this moment, but I do cast Zephyr Strike to kind of appear faster and hope that without him noticing I can appear behind him. I drop my glaive and push my hand axe to his neck.
Can I hear any of this, by the way?
Give me a perception check.
8.
8. It's just mumbles.
I don't know who you are, but let's get one thing clear. You touch anyone that I know, and we will kill you on the spot. And she is trying to hide the tremble in her voice.
He licks his front 2 fangs.
Sister, why the hostility? I am simply hungry and hoping you can feed me, or at least share.
I put my hand down from his neck and push him away. Find your own food, and do it far away from me.
Very well, sister. Should you need a meal in a time of need, Brother Parish will find you and provide.
And he steps out onto the windowsill.
Wait,
Yes, sister.
are you and the others working for him?
Good night, sister.
And he crawls out the window. Not down, but up as he scales the wall.
I follow.
So, Kyotenna, you crawl out of the window, start to crawl up the wall. Standing on the roof of the Woodland Lodge.
Such a beautiful night. Do you hear it, sister?
I try to listen for what he's talking about.
Give me a perception check. This is using hearing. I believe Luxodon have advantage on that?
I think it's...
Or, sorry, Fantari.
I think Fantari have advantage when it comes to smell because of our trunks. So that's just a 17.
You're listening for about 30 seconds, just closing your eyes, trying to block everything out. And you can key in on every heartbeat in the building.
Such a beautiful sound.
Do you enjoy this? Are you just another monster that he created?
Oh, we are not monsters, sister. We are evolution. The next step in mortality. Father is always happy to see his children.
Where is he?
He is in town, staying in the Gold Ward for the next week or so. I believe he plans to head to Skyshore after that.
He's not my father, and I hope the rest of them aren't as deluded as you.
Oh, you wound me, sister.
He just turns his back on you and starts to walk towards the edge of the roof.
I start to get louder, and I just say, don't you dare hunt in these grounds. Nowhere near me or my family.
It's at this point that I think Cassius would definitely be hearing Kyotenna shouting on the roof.
They got a really bad squirrel problem here. Okay.
I won't be so nice the next time I catch you.
Cordiality be damned then.
And he just takes a step off the roof and soundlessly disappears.
I walk to the edge.
It's not there.
I didn't feel anything when he was around.
No.
To the best of my knowledge, that ability to sense the others is something only he can do.
To the best of your knowledge, he's the first one like you've met.
What did he say his name was?
He referred to himself as Brother Parish.
Are most of the windows in this building unlocked?
Most of them, yes, just so there's some airflow going through the building.
Ours is open.
What time of day is it?
About 2 in the morning, 2:30.
I think everyone needs their sleep. So I head down to the main lobby. Is there anyone awake?
There's a person at the front desk, but you see they're like just nodding off.
Kyotenna will sit down in one of the lobby sofas and kind of just grab her legs into her and kind of just dead man stare, and she'll be like that for a while.
Okay,
And I'll take the point of exhaustion because she's not going to sleep tonight.
sounds good.
She's going to be listening, making sure she doesn't see or hear anything else.
The morning comes, and you all have taken a long rest. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
Go downstairs for breakfast.
All right.
The first thing you see is Kyotenna kind of in her night clothes, sitting on the sofa, just staring. And like, you've probably never seen her like come down from her room without like at least putting on either makeup, jewelry, or doing her hair at the very least. And like right now, she looks like if she just went to bed.
I think expecting to be leaving today, Rennial would be dragging down a lot of your luggage, wondering where you are. Mom? Can I like make an insight check just to see what's up? Do I see you in your disheveled state?
Yeah, like she's not able to hide it.
Yeah, I'd say no insight check needed.
Okay, put down the luggage. Is everything okay? Just sleep well. And then like he's gonna start like doing the usual things like his dad like would have taught him to be like to make sure their mom's okay, just like really just stoning over you. Like, did you need tea? Someone get my mom coffee.
She's just shaking her head, but she's like not even acknowledging that you're there.
And then Rennial would just kind of go through the bases of like warm towel, just like brushing your hair, like just fully like engrossed in making sure you're okay.
She'll look over to Element. Can we talk?
Yeah, you, in the politest way possible, don't look so good.
I'm not. And she'll start walking towards... Is there any private rooms here, or would it be going back upstairs into one of the bedrooms?
Bedrooms would be the most private. There's a dining area, but it's...
Has Kotsky come down yet?
Yes, Koski is at the bar getting you the hardest and most inappropriate for this time in the morning liquor possible.
She'll grab it, but she immediately just beelines for your bedroom once you agree.
Cassius just kind of intently watches this over his coffee, like overtly kind of staring without, like, the way someone would stare without worrying, like, that they're clearly staring, like, he doesn't care if you notice kind of thing.
So she, like, clearly, like, singled Element out, but did anybody else decide to follow?
I would.
Of course.
You'd have to tell me to stop. You shouldn't be getting up now.
Do I need to do an insight check to know if Element wants Koski there? Can we just
I was gonna
it's
say
pretty
with
clear?
Cassius staring, I probably would have done like a, oh.
I'd
need to
say that's
roll.
just up to your interpretation.
Yeah.
I'll take it as you wanted some privacy.
Mm-hmm. And I would very rudely, not done this before, as soon as you walked into the room, I would have just slammed the door behind him, probably like right in your face.
I'll bring the rest of the luggage down then. And you just like slowly walk up, ears drooping down. Sad elephant noises.
Oh. Sorry. She's just pacing back and forth in your room, and like, she's doing this for a while. If you don't say anything.
I mean, it's important to give space. You find in words?
She'll just stop in her tracks and just say, I can't leave. The rest of you can go, but I have to stay here. I just can't. There's just too much going on. Just take the rest of the group and just head out.
Once again, politest way possible. You've done nothing but complain about being here since we left. And there's nothing going on that I am aware of. The sudden change of heart,
I got a visitor in the middle of the night. No one you would know of, but I think myself, maybe my family, maybe just people in this town are in danger, and I have business to take care of.
I mean, I can respect that. Also, yeah, the town's definitely in danger. There's, like, gonna be a street war, like...
That could be the least of their problems. And she just sits down on the bed, just grabbing her hair in her face.
I'm normally not one to pry, but would you mind? You're clearly very concerned about this, and what's going on?
There's an awful man I met once. Things happened, and I'm no longer the same because of it. There's other people he hurt, and I think they are a danger to this town. Or at least to me, and I can't bring that back. Not to Lackwood.
Who is this guy? What does he do? What's his name?
The least you know, the better, but
No, I have found that very, very opposite all through life.
doesn't matter. You have never heard of him. Some guy they call the Doctor.
He's really underground.
Doctor Who?
Yeah, Doctor Who.
That's it.
Just the Doctor? Is that what he does?
The sickest version possible, yes.
I don't understand.
It's safer if you don't know.
I appreciate that. I do, actually. I generally love when my life is significantly safer. But in this instance, I'm really feeling like it's getting more dangerous not knowing. You're saying that there's a possibility this person's after you and you don't want to bring it back home. Love that. Thank you. But how do you know they won't just follow your family to get at you?
Because I'm gonna take it to them.
Okay. Pausing on that. That sounds dangerous. Seeing as you won't even, like, talk to me about them. Do you think that that's, wise?
No.
Okay, cool. It's common ground is important. What if you didn't?
Then whatever they do would be on my conscience.
These things are pesky.
And there's answers I also need.
I generally have a lot of people that tell me things. I might be able to help you find answers if you at least get us in the right direction.
If you can find any information on the Doctor or someone called Brother Parish, specifically in the Gold Ward, that would give me something to go on.
Doesn't have a name at all.
She doesn't answer.
Have you seen? How many times have you seen this Doctor?
Element. It's the clearest way to tell this to you. The more you dig in, the more I don't know. It's a lot of bad memories. It's a lot of stuff we don't have time to get through, and I honestly don't think I have the strength to get through right now.
We could have a whole boat ride. Come on. I want to double check. So frustrated that this turn of events, and under the stress I'm already under, everything that doesn't go according to plan is bad. I'm just gonna throw out the name that Estiano gave me on the phone the other day. Is it Franz?
Say that again?
Friends? Some Grassofian name, dwarf?
And she,
Eichenstein? Something like that?
she immediately starts hyperventilating. And she is...
Ooh.
She is not looking at you. She's not looking at anything in the room.
I am not a therapist. I am sorry.
Do you touch her?
Like, I would try, like, awkwardly, like, hand on shoulder. Like, I'm not...
She's like beginning to cry, and then she like looks at you as like if she just noticed you were there. How do you know?
I'm sorry, this is hurting.
Where did you hear any of that?
In the spirit of sharing, I'm so urgent to get back home because my dad is sick, and Estiano's looking after him, but having some difficulty. And he gave me the name of your doctor. Might be able to help.
No, that's a bad idea. That's an awful idea. What's going on with your dad?
Not 100% sure, but I'm optimistic. But trying to, get there quickly. That's why we kind of, stole the boat in the process of.
Why do you think that man could help your father?
I'm not a doctor. I prefer to listen to experts. I don't know.
Did he say it had anything to do with me?
No, not directly. Just that the doctor apparently helped you or made some symptoms go away, and was good. And this was another thing that Estiano did not understand very well, and it was kind of a shot in the dark.
Que stupido.
I know what that means.
Me and my husband have a lot to talk about when I get home. But one thing's clear.
Which will be soon?
If any of the symptoms of your dad is similar to mine, burn his body.
This got more concerning.
If I return home, will there be a way to get back here in a quick time?
Well, I mean, we're taking the boat, so hopefully it's only a day.
This is too much. I need a moment.
Of course. Did you want to do it in my room? Or, I'll.
She gets up
Be back
to
in
go to the door.
Okay.
I can stay, or we can leave. But if we leave, I have to come back, and I mean soon. We can talk about this more later. And she storms off.
I think. Oh, okay.
She'll lock herself in her room for a bit.
I'll be there still trying to get rid of that last luggage.
No. Koski's distracting you. Don't worry
With
about
what?
that.
Or maybe if you were helping with the luggage, I'd be downstairs.
Koski helped you get the luggage
Okay.
down. Luggage is down there. Koski's just doing his best to distract you.
Just playing five-finger fillet or something.
Ah!
To just keep you away from your...
With an axe, just.
Oh god.
There's so many couches.
Wait, this isn't our table.
Yeah, but are you coming back downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. This table has holes in it, and Koski just turns to you and goes, "You may have to replace some of the furniture."
Let's just cross this off of our travel to list.
What does Edelman look like right now?
What does Elman look like?
You know, you keeping your composure.
Ooh, attempting to.
Give me a deception check. We'll give this as a rolling.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Only got 14.
13.
It's a crit fail.
Hey.
Nice.
Actual answer to your question, not doing so hot. There's a lot. Like you just told Element to burn his dad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not great.
Is Mom okay?
I don't want to lie to you. No. I'll try to stop. It's an emotional thing. Requires some space and healing.
Sure.
Like her son needing, like, yes, you, needing motherly attention is going to detract from her ability to work through this.
Right.
Just a mental responsibility, energy on top.
Don't we have to leave soon?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the stuff's ready.
Excellent. Maybe, put it outside her room?
We just brought it down.
I'm so sorry.
Dante will come down the stairs. Oh, good morning, everyone. Did I miss something? And as he says that, he just
Rennial is having a morning. Rennial's no good,
explodes
very bad
into
morning.
a cloud of
The entire
purple
family, actually.
dust and smoke that gets into the trickster's trinket.
Dante, quick joking around. Dante, where are you, buddy? Dante?
The item that you all picked up
Who has
back in
that?
Blackwood Manor.
Dante had it.
Dante,
Oh.
yeah.
It was just like
So like
lying on the
all
ground.
of Dante's
Yep.
stuff is inside of it, and just
The trinket
the
hits the
trinket
ground.
hits the ground. Oh.
He's probably just kneeling.
Your nose just like crinkling
You
up.
would hear Rennial sniffling.
Oh, it's gotta be so loud. I think everyone could hear this.
I come downstairs just as disheveled as a minute ago with my glaive. Who did it? And I'm
And
just
just like-
swinging around.
It's Dante's fault.
Well, just ducking.
What do you do?
Dante's.
When in the
Uh,
cursed amulet, it's probably his fault somehow.
I thought he wasn't supposed to carry that around.
Probably not.
Like, it's the cursed amulet. Like, don't.
When we tried to get rid of it, or like,
It just keeps
yeah,
reappearing.
well, we tried. We tried even like chucking in the sewer, and it just came back.
I don't know. Did he really try? He just
sound like
kind of seems.
excuses,
He kind
yeah.
of seems like the type that wouldn't even try. To be honest.
Yeah.
Talk about him like he's not here. 'Cause he is
not,
here.
He's not
I would
here.
say this all in front of him.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I've definitely told him he's stupid.
You should have. What if you can't take it back? What if you have to wait another 400 years?
I feel like it's good we made
Oh.
it explicitly clear how stupid he is so that we lessen the chance of things like this happening. But
What did we do last time? How did we get? We need the magic user. Wait, Horus was in this.
Yeah.
Didn't you send him here? To Marsix, somewhere, to do more magic stuff?
Sounds familiar.
It's just
I'll
cool.
stay there.
Well, can we
Don't
do
do
something? Just pant like I'm pacing on the ground, like, well,
Yeah, I tried everything and he's stuck. So,
I grabbed the trinket and put it on the table with the holes on it, and I just grabbed my light hammer and I just started smashing away at it. probably missing, like...
No, we
90%
haven't
of
tried this
hits.
yet.
The first time you actually strike it,
Mm-hmm.
there's so much force that blows back into the hammer that it knocks the hammer out of your hand.
You need a dead blow.
I take out my gun.
I just get my glaive and I just start hacking away, but I miss.
Excuse me, mace.
Quiet.
You won't pay for that table, right?
There's no table left.
Not if you say another thing to me. Excellent.
Allow me to be a bit more clear. You're going to pay for that table.
Oh, sorry, you blew it.
I'm going to get up and walk out, I think, at this point.
So, like, the holes we put in it weren't a problem? This is me meta asking.
They were. It's just
It didn't escalate to this.
It's like the first time you see a customer hit a table with an axe, that's one thing. And then the second time you're like, all right, buddy, you really can't be
you
doing
can't
that.
let
Shame on
form
you
habits.
the first time, shame on me the second
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a strong 30 seconds of just like poking and slashing away at the remnants of this table, and then just runs and screaming, and then she leaves. Back to her room.
Man's gonna pick up, dig through the splinters to pick up the amulet.
We go find someone that knows about magic stuff. It's easy.
Okay,
You know, fill in the gaps of your expertise.
sure. Right.
It's okay.
Okay.
Horus got out.
Took him 400 years.
Just needed the right help.
That was Dante.
I mean, I think it was 400 years because they locked that side of the house and then
That
they,
is
you know,
true,
they
yeah.
Right.
That was a bit
All that
our
stuff.
bad.
Maybe we need fire.
Hate the oily voice.
Paul,
do
Call
not
him up.
start a fire in here, young man.
Over the splinters. Oh. I look to you.
I will call the constabulary if needed.
I don't know on that one.
I'll defer to you.
Is it still pretty early?
Yeah, it's like 7 a.m.
I don't know what else you guys are
They
doing.
would say,
Everyone's awake.
be here a
We
bit.
only stopped one arson before 7. It's fine.
It'd be like half an hour later, where like Kyotenna, looking a little bit better, would come back downstairs dressed.
Are we allowed to stay here for half an hour?
Yeah, like,
I don't know.
I was trying to leave it. I'm like, no, we're not paying for a dumb table.
So, while you were waiting for Kyotenna, a figure wearing a bowler cap, a long overcoat that's greenish brown, and it's wearing a monocle. Has dark skin and pointy ears. He walks in, puts a coin down on the bar. Sorry about the destruction, chap.
you don't get to apologize for me.
Yeah, I would say I found who I'm looking for.
Sure you found the right Fantari elephant-looking person with the snake-looking person.
Seems a little bit
With the
like
boar?
profiling.
The bull.
Apologies, allow me to introduce myself. I am Chief Inspector Zazzalyn.
Sassy.
I get up from the table.
I've been
Go
sent by
out
the
to
Crown
have
to
a
inspect
smoke.
the Marsix train robbery. I'm
Oh.
going around interviewing all of the passengers who arrived. Might I ask you a couple of questions?
Are they multiple choice?
No.
Less interested.
Well, we can either do it here, or I can bring it down to the constabulary.
I'm sorry, we're busy today.
Constabulary it is. Look,
leave
I
it.
only have a couple of questions.
All right.
I mean, I think the answer to all is we saw nothing. We did
Yeah,
nothing.
that is the problem. I was trying to save you some time, but all right.
My main questions come from answers that other passengers have given me. Specifically, a Thantari woman going around treating the wounded.
Kyotenna walks downstairs, hears that, walks back upstairs.
Excuse me, miss.
No, she's had an incredibly rough
having a
morning.
day.
Please, I will answer your questions. Please.
I would. Now. He gets basics, just time, which train were you on, making sure that you are who he thinks you are. It was in the evening that a couple of other passengers, after being held up, reported hearing gunfire towards the back of the train. Did you fire at any assailants?
Did I fire any assailants? About to fire a butler? That's what you mean?
Are any in your party in possession of firearms?
Is that any of your business?
It is. I am on royal business.
Some of us have touched one before.
Do I recognize this guy at all? Because I'm sure I know a lot of, like,
Give me a
the full...
history check.
That is a 16.
As Rennial tries to hide the blunderbuss behind his back.
He seems familiar, but you can't quite place him.
I'm sure there were plenty of them, like, you know, in and out of my area, so I'm trying to...
So you are telling me none of you are in possession of a firearm?
Never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. Why don't I walk you through the night?
Please.
There were gunshots. We all closed our eyes. There might have been footsteps going through our car on the way to some people's destinations. We didn't see anything.
Give me a deception check.
Sure. 18.
Would you have given him a fake name?
No, because I think I was so with the lie I just made, and I would have even added it. Like, we thought it would be safer if we didn't see anything, but in fact, to finish the story, yes, our friend upstairs, when everything was all over, tended to some of the people caught in the crossfire.
Now, my lord. It is my job to bring peace to these chaotic streets at the times. More specifically, I wish to know where the stolen cargo has gone. You may think you are clever, but you are, just like everyone else, unaware of very subtle tells. Please, The truth.
The truth. You're doing a terrible job on these streets.
You don't have to tell me. That is why I was sent here from the capital.
You're an investigator? You investigate things?
Her Majesty's inspector.
Cool. So, hypothetically, if someone were to rob a train, they'd need a lot of resources to do that. Probably a lot of money. Did you look there yet?
We have. We've been watching Thomas Gildage for the past week.
It was the buttons.
Then,
We saw that you all had a meeting with him.
I cannot tell you anything you don't already know.
Very well. And how about you, my Najia friend? Your name's Cassius, correct?
No.
Give me a deception check.
Face lock.
8.
Right, well. Not Cassius.
Please, Carl.
The human man.
I mean,
Well, this is
was
Carl
on the
the
train,
train
man.
Carl wasn't a train.
Well, Carl. You are a former member of the Men of the Crossroads. Is that correct?
No.
Right. Well, this has been lovely, everyone. How about you?
I have nothing to hide. Would you like to search me?
Trash.
I would need a warrant. I am simply here to ask questions.
I do not have many answers. I am not from here. Do not particularly want to be here. I'm just here.
And excuse me, miss, what was the name one more time?
As Kyotenna's walking back down the stairs.
It's back around. He was back upstairs.
Yeah, she's just about to. Oh, she's still here. And then, oh, me? Who's asking?
Chief Inspector Zazzalyn.
What did he say?
I would like you to tell me what you saw
When?
on the train on the way into Marsix.
I defer
the one that
to
was
his
brought.
answer.
The inspector's looking at Kyotenna on the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my ear-cuff messages. We purposefully closed our eyes to not see anything.
I say as I hear that, we purposefully closed our face eyes and didn't see anything.
And you, young gentleman?
Oh, leave the boy alone. He just found out his lover's dead. It's quite rough.
Another
Permanently
one.
imprisoned.
I heard brother.
Oh.
Having a This morning,
Different story.
Yes.
boyfriend spontaneously combusted. We're about to go try to get some medical help, and you burst in here asking us questions. Don't you have better people to be asking?
Oh,
Also, he's
this is excellent, actually. Can you please investigate how our friend disappeared into this piece of jewelry?
he is literal child. You can't search me, but you can question a child without permission from parent.
Oh, yeah, that's irresponsible.
Wait, I mean,
No, he's 12.
tears streaming, just
It's like when we order off the kids menu. Come on, you know this one.
like almost pleadingly. They can help.
I recommend bringing it to Leviticus University.
Horse.
Horse.
Right? That's where you sent him? It wasn't just a metaphor.
The boy's not well,
Sure,
Okay.
in most regards.
I
to the word.
remember.
Very well.
I start stroking her
Also,
head.
I should point out, kind of ableist you're asking a half-blind bull if I saw anything. Just saying. You should work on this.
You all may not take my job very seriously, but I do.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I wish you all a good day. I wish you all the best of luck.
Okay.
Should anything come to mind, please come to my office down at the Marsix Constabulary.
Oh, most assuredly not.
Try to avoid that part of town. It's not good.
What was the address again? And then I look over it. Never
You
mind.
take out your little book. Do you have one of those little
Tips
mom
his hat.
address books that has like everyone you've known for 40 years?
Every like random stranger that was like a conversation longer than like 2 minutes, their numbers, they're still numbers just in there.
They're sending
Good day, everyone.
codes.
Bye.
I don't recognize that one. I don't like that I don't recognize that one.
Well, they're not from here.
Right.
Right.
Before Koski harassed
That's what I don't
that
like
kid,
about it.
Yeah.
He did mention being from the Crown.
Yeah.
I didn't harass. I was polite today. I was polite. Was I not polite today?
No, actually, today's been real good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
No harassment, no threatening.
As I'm like bandaging up, like the after effects of like that game you showed me. Right.
So are you going to the university to see about
Yeah, do we have to leave?
your rock boy? Your amulet friend?
His name's Dante. His name is Dante, not was Dante. Is
I don't
No,
believe he's dead. I was
yeah.
trying to garner you sympathy from the cop asking you questions. You're all very bad at this.
Sorry.
Hey, I did great job. I pointed out
You did
flaw
do a good job.
in investigation.
You're all very bad at this except Koski.
As I pointed before, you lot are the liars and the thieves. I let you do what you're good at.
Again, I have not lied. I have not thieved.
I didn't gesture toward. Well, no, you're not. To my knowledge.
Right, well, if you're going to be busy at the university, I'm going
Why
to
is it-
step out.
It's like a timetable kind of deal of when we have to go on the boat.
Yeah, when the crew's available.
Oh, don't worry. They're pretty accommodating for us.
Okay.
Forgetting that Guildage has an entire other crew that was already offered. It's not just my friends. I meant
very, very confused, like, what?
they're on my time.
Alright.
So we've got some time, is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Yeah, let's finish breakfast.
He's just very antsy. Breakfast.
Touch base, see if there's anything else we can do about Dante, and we can head out.
Ryan.
Yes.
So I am a criminal,
Yeah.
which means I have the criminal background.
Yes.
If I were to do a history check, is there anyone I feel who was or is currently still involved that I feel like I can talk to about things? Because I feel like Cassius would want to do that before going, and also, especially having just talked to the feds.
Give me a history check.
12.
Can I have advantage from my criminal background and to remember my own criminal contact?
I would say
You see Cassius staring at a wall, trying to think of every... No, I think he died. No, I think he moved. No, he died.
Overall, like the muffled whimpering. A child just eating away his feelings.
No, he's in jail. He's also in jail.
He's
He
dead.
died in jail.
Kyotenna just scribbling furiously on a map of the city. Circling different buildings.
there is one person that you think maybe it would be safe to talk to them, but it's a toss-up.
Right.
They are still part of the gang.
Yeah.
However, they are also a priest of the Judge Guard, goddess of civilization, law, and peace. Essentially, the gang's lawyer.
Oh, great. Love that. Or
Their name is Jebediah Platt.
just to trust a man named Jeb. Okay. Yeah. Cassius would be wanting to go see him while they're trying to figure out how to get Dante out of this necklace.
Oh wait, they have the perfect necklace handling.
Jebediah is kind of a wandering preacher. He doesn't have a temple that he
The classic
works
wandering lawyer.
at. So your best idea of where to find him might be the barracks.
Okay.
So Cassius is just going off. The rest of you are...
I am asking the nearest. Cassius would know where the university is, right?
Yeah.
Cassius, Leviticus University. Where's that? You've been out and
I-
about and what?
Give, thoroughly vague directions
Right.
that assume you know a lot about the city already. You're gonna take a left on 5th, 3/4 of a turn, look up the stairs, down the stairs,
Right.
and then
Okay.
you're there. And then I walk away.
Can you take? Someone's gotta know how to get there, right? It's like a bus. Is there a bus?
What's a bus?
Did you inform them, or are you gonna have to see them in person?
Inform who?
Your informant to get information. That's what we just talked about.
What? My informant?
Yeah. Are you just send a quick sending call, or do you talk to someone in person to get information?
I have people for that. It's a tiered system, oddly pyramid shaped.
How do you talk to the first one?
I just go talk to them.
I'd offer to come with you to go talk to your informant.
Are we meeting back here?
No, I want to.
Rennial standing alone in the street.
Hey, is the boat ready?
Meaning back at
We don't know. We're supposed to check first thing in the morning. We never checked.
I thought they were gonna call us.
I don't
But yeah,
think.
wasn't he supposed to call or send someone?
Yeah, they said they would.
I thought you guys were supposed to go and check.
Yeah, I thought
on
we were
the
supposed
Harbor
to go and
Master.
check. Yeah, we should check on the Harbor Master. They might not be so great after yesterday.
Let's go do that.
Does the university have a phone?
Yes.
Probably. Okay.
You actually would have heard of Leviticus University.
I have spent a lot of time here, just not like lived here.
Even in
Okay.
Blackwood, like both of you probably would have heard of it. Leviticus University is the most renowned facility for higher education in the nation. Essentially an Ivy League college. It's also got the largest library in the whole city.
I'm so sad Dante can't be here. He would love this.
Yeah. Does the library have a phone?
Library doesn't, but the university itself has a couple.
I like to give him a call.
All right.
The university?
Yeah, ask to see if Horus is around.
You just call like the main desk of the university. Hey, is Horus there?
For Horus.
No. Do you know who I am?
Can you give a bit more of a description?
I give a description.
Great.
I'll send
Oh.
someone to check.
Also, might be very someone that's constantly surprised about the events that have happened in the last few hundred years, as if they were like learning them for the first time.
That's easier to locate.
Perfect. Also, probably in the I would start in the library.
The OP sent him with like a scholarship, right? Essentially, like, aren't you like sponsoring him while he's there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that you could drop. I guess you dropped your name already.
Yes,
The
I am
OP
very
scholarship.
important.
So am I.
I use my background feat, position of privilege.
Did you check his privilege? It's pretty good.
It's pretty high, actually. Like, way above average.
Privilege check?
I use my ability
Credit
class.
score high.
Please hold while I check. And they're gone for like 20 minutes.
We'll walk
We'll
them
walk
on the
it.
phone, yeah. It's the whole reason it's portable.
So
Is there
your
food
sending
there?
stone only connects to home. The ones around the city are like payphone kind of thing.
Oh, well, there was one at the harbor.
Right, so we just go to
Yeah. We'll organize it. Harbor, phone. Near Harbor Master's office, conveniently.
And while they are looking for Horus, we're going to take our break. And welcome back. Now, our party has scattered to take care of a few errands before departing Marsix to go home to Blackwood.
A letter? From who?
We also have a break shout out from Lupin the Mailman. Thank you for watching.
Fun.
Oh, it's just spam.
Oh, is that your mail from
I love
Lupin
making
the
spam.
Mailman?
Random NPC mailman.
You eat spam like every day.
It's delightful.
Now, going to be starting with Cassius
Hello.
at the Barracks Tavern.
Now, is this just for Men of the Cross members, or is this like a
This is a public
bar?
bar. It's just also a known hangout.
I'm gonna use one of my disguise self spell scrolls that I have left.
All right.
Busting out Carl, the human man. And this time I'll probably take some more thought and like not just being like a palette swap of Cassius, and more like definitely like, you know, maybe an older gentleman distinct from myself, but like kind of forgettable.
All right. Now, when you enter, It's fairly busy for it being so early. It's not so much people drinking, as everyone is quietly listening to a new face you haven't seen around here. Young blonde woman singing to everyone while playing a fiddle. And you look around, she has the attention of everyone in the bar, including you see Nathaniel Cross leaning in the doorway of his side booth, just listening. Doesn't seem to pay you any attention as you walk in, though. You do see Jebediah Platt sitting at the far end of the bar.
He would probably stop for a minute to look. He's a purveyor of the arts himself. He might not know this. Reminds him of his wife, who is also a performer. He may not know this. But then he will. You know, after taking a minute to almost like appropriately feel like he's appreciating her work before walking in, he'll kind of slip through the corners of the crowd over to Jeb.
The song finishes and she starts going around to start serving people. Looks like she's a new hire. Jebediah Platt is a drow himself. He grew up much further to the south, if you are remembering correctly, somewhere in the Dravico Republic. Southern tip of the continent. He wears a black suit with a white shirt beneath it to kind of pops out. His hair is almost in dreads, long white dreads going down his back. And he has a gold chain ending in the pendant of the Judge Guard.
Does he have like a title? Is he like judge? Is he like father?
Judge Jeb.
Yeah, he had a popular TV show.
Judge is the most commonly used title, even though it is not the official title. But it's what most people would refer to a priest of the Judge Guard as.
Okay. I will, casually walk over, lean against the wall nearby. She's good. She knew.
Oh, aye.
Where'd they find that one?
Apparently she came in last night looking for a job. Miss, what's your name?
Oh God.
Shannon Lansing. It's a pleasure.
Good to meet you.
Can I get you anything?
Oh no, I'm fine.
Oh, let me know if that changes.
Thanks.
And how about you, stranger?
Me? Carl.
Carl.
Would you have used this disguise ever?
Not this disguise, but the name, I think.
You sound familiar, Carl. Do I know you?
Perhaps. It's a big city.
Too big, too big. Too cold. Ed, can I get another round?
I feel like Cassius is getting nervous. He used to do like this kind of stuff a lot, but he kind of like has lost his edge. It's more of like a psychological thing than like actual time out of the game, but he's definitely like taking long pauses and just kind of, looking around, also taking the opportunity to see, like, you know, what Cross is up to now that he's not aware of Cassius' presence.
He is talking with the waitress, who you now know their name is Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking quietly. You can't really hear them over the sound of the rest of the bar. You look nervous.
Do I?
And he's just... Are you sure I do not know you?
I didn't say you don't. I said you might.
Do I owe you money?
I don't think so.
Do you owe me money?
I hope not. Forgive me, Judge. Have you heard word of the investigator in the area?
What is the crown going to do, eh?
That's my thought. What are you going to do about the crown?
What do you mean?
You just intend to ignore it until they leave?
He's gonna look over his shoulder and just kind of lean in. What are you accusing me of, huh?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm saying you should know in your position that we're standing on shaky footing here since Old Man Cross, you know.
What do you know of the men of the crossroads, eh, girl?
A thing or two. We go back. Mr. Cross, he was important to me.
Cassius.
He looks over at Cross.
Still in the middle of his conversation.
Are you gonna be normal about it, or?
You could have told me.
I was trying to.
Yeah. Well, I'm a few drinks in. So, Carl.
You don't have to eat the wholly unnecessary.
Why are you concerned about the investigator?
I'm not concerned, I'd say. I'm intrigued. Little Nate's only been in charge, what? Couple months? Already got the crown in town for him? That's no good.
Yeah. He said he has a plan.
And you find stock in that as the legal representative of this entire shit show? Now, Jeb, you know I'm biased, but this is going south, and it's going south fast. I don't want to play nice with the good investigator, but I certainly think an opportunity has presented itself.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting it's an exit ticket that doesn't involve your name on a...
Have you met with the investigator?
Unfortunately.
What do you make of him?
I don't know what I make of him. He's full of himself, like the most of them. He's from out of town, so it's probably even worse. He already knows something, but...
And he's ableist.
I just hear Koski's voice on the wind.
Look. Cole, I do feel bad about how everything went.
But you haven't seen everything that Nate has done. He brought me into the big plan. He is waiting for 2 other people to arrive into town. And then he plans to try and get a meeting with all of them at once. Do some negotiation. Don't know when it is supposed to happen. But I was told that I would be... I would want to make myself available. And, oh boy. Big wigs. The both of them.
Does it have anything to do with the Opies, or are these entirely different, bigger wigs?
No. Arguably far bigger.
To the point that the crown's of no concern.
Well, if the meeting he's trying to set up is between the crown and these 2 lords, he's planning to make moves, Carl. And waves will be made.
And you want a front row seat to that? Because before it was just, you know, we all had fun, but it was between the few of us. This is... people are going to end up dead. I'm already a dead man, Jeb, but you don't have to be.
Give me a persuasion check.
Advantage?
He's drunk.
Wife? Aggie? Wife? 9.
It's not so easy for me anymore, Carl. My boy, he's gotten into the game. If it were just me, I'd be out. But I can't do that to my boy.
I understand that.
Got to stay and protect him best I can.
You can't protect him while he's in there.
No, I can't. So I'm gonna keep him from getting in there. But my boy's gotten big. And he's starting to try and pick up more of that responsibility. Jackson even been teaching him how to box.
Yeah, well, me and Elias used to play poker. Didn't keep them from shooting my wife.
Give me an intimidation check. I'll give you advantage.
Alright. 18.
Look, I still want to get out. I'm going to talk to my boy. See if I can put the right head on his shoulders. In the meantime, if you hear word of either the Lord James Locke coming into town or Wolfgang Krakenvolt, you best be watching your head. You hear me, Carl?
I hear you.
Can I get you a drink before I go?
I'm all set.
Ed, here you go. Thank you for breakfast, the song, and plenty of drink. Good day, Carl.
Good luck.
gets up and heads out.
So I know the Krakenvolt's name, right? Like
Krakenvolt was the
Yeah.
name on the crates that
Right,
were
yeah.
stolen off of the Lockwell Rail Company train.
Right. So I know, like, presumably this is a name that, like, is important and significant to me.
Your firearm
Yeah.
has the Krakenvolt brand on its model. They are the firearm brand in the world. And then James Locke, that's a name that you would remember at least.
Okay.
Back in your earlier days. He is probably one of the richest men in the country, if not the continent. He is the founder of the Lockwell Rail Company.
I want to have some words with him about his cog rails. Okay.
He's got a monopoly on essentially transport or land transport nationwide.
I was always more of a boatman myself.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I will try to catch Shannon on my way out. Shannon?
Shannon Lansing.
Shannon.
Oh. Anything I can get you before you go?
No, I'm all set. I will take out a platinum and pass it to them.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is...
There's plenty of bars in this town. You don't want to be in this one.
Walks away.
Give me an insight check.
Oh, okay. Do I have advantage from my time working with specifically these people?
I'll give you advantage on this one.
My
You did give her like a year's salary.
my showgirl stats. Okay. Yike. I'm rolling really bad tonight. 12?
What?
With a 12, the only thing you really pick up on is she looks back over towards the corner booth. Door's closed now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not sure what the emotion on her face is. She's hiding it very well, but you get a feeling could be longing or determination.
Okay. I will leave.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Now, Element and Kyotenna and Koski. Rennial, were you also going?
I thought the plan was to get to the dock and then use their phone to follow up on their search.
Gotcha.
So yes.
Well, at the dock, get to the harbor masters. Oh, welcome back.
Good morning.
The crew is here. One issue. The driver is quite ill and likely won't be able to pilot it. Any of you have experience sailing?
Not very familiar with boats. How important is that?
Very.
Yeah, while you figure out, can I use your phone? Sorry, I'm not asking. And I'm just like reaching over his desk. How do you work this thing?
Huh?
What's the number for the Leviticus Academy?
You just ask the operator.
Hello?
So you get connected to Leviticus University. Hello?
Right.
You would...
Who's this? Whoa, oh, right, Sir Opie, I called earlier, looking for Horus.
Lord Opie looking
Right.
for... Yes, yes.
Right.
He's just waiting in the other room.
Okay, can I tell him it's important? Can you put him
Right.
on? He's in the other room!
Yay.
Who is this?
Horse, it's Rennie. Hey, listen, remember the amulet that you were trapped in for 400 years? You know, and, everyone you know and love died.
For what reason?
Yeah?
Right,
Such
well,
a sparky comment.
right, so, oh, right, sorry. I didn't, so, remember the first person you saw, the one who probably, like, let you out? Dante. No, he's in it.
He's the green one, right?
Right. Well, he's in the amulet now.
Oh boy.
Horus out. We do not know. how to get him out.
Where are you?
We're at the docks, where all the flying boats leave out from.
I still don't understand that. Okay.
What was that about needing? Hey, do you know how to drive a boat?
No. No, I don't.
It's at the library, right? Ask
Okay.
him to take a book out on boat driving.
Right. While you're there, pick up a couple boat driving books.
They don't let you take the books out. You read them here.
Right. Well, Sir Opie was counting on you. I'm not sure if that was fair.
But go with Lord or Element. It's not Sir.
Right. Did you get that?
Could you put the Lord on the phone?
Yeah.
Or
Boss.
Stone? I'll mess that up every time.
Hello?
My lord?
Hi. I'm gonna need you to do something for me called crime.
Boss.
Please take the books.
The inspector is just listening in right now.
Oh, they
Yeah, this wired.
Which ones?
Whatever looks most helpful about steering boats. Maybe one with pictures.
I will see what I can do. It might take me a little bit.
Alright, well, don't spend too long on it. Like, we'll go. I'm happy with the middle ground.
So, why do I need a book on boats to help the green one out of the necklace?
We have about.
His name's Dante.
It's true, his name is Dante.
Dante.
We have about 5 problems all at once, and they've all kind of stacked and piled on top of each other. And
Gods.
you know, I was really kind of like hoping the boat was going to be the easy one.
One moment. While you're on the phone, Koski is maybe aggressively scolding the harbor master in Minotaur
Oh, no.
for not getting us the
Oh wait, there's a conversation.
the captain for this boat.
I feel like
So
the minute you
there's-
hear mooing,
There's
you're just
also
like, no.
there's also agitated mooing in the background.
Wait, I thought you were at a harbor.
We are. The harbor master is a minotaur.
Oh yeah.
There's no reason they could.
Sorry,
We need sensitivity training for the OP family. This is not going well.
He's 400 years
Is
old.
the-
Come on, it was a different time.
Is the harbor master crying?
That's what they always say.
yes.
Okay, so now there's mooing and crying.
Hold
mooing.
on 1 second.
Crying
twice as much.
emu.
I go to the harbor master whose name I forget. I think I did.
Bolin. He gave you a fake name
That's
to
right.
start.
Bolin.
He's fine.
No, I'm not worried. Bolin, you work with boats a lot. Can you steer a boat?
He's too soft. I do not
No,
trust. See?
I just
Are
do
you
the
lying
numbers.
to me? I'd
No.
like to insight whether
Give me
you're
an
lying.
insight check.
We need to bring Bowen. He's great. I want a
14.
of just a chief and
14?
Bowen
Yeah.
and any other NPC.
He's too scared to lie right now.
Oh,
He is.
It's kind of open.
He handles all the numbers and logs for the harbor, essentially.
Alright, yeah, we're still gonna need that manual on how to steer a boat, if you can find it. I wouldn't... how close are you to the library?
I can run over there in like 5-10 minutes, as long as I don't get lost again.
Yeah, let's focus on that. And then, do you know where the harbor is from where you are? Or
No, but I
you-
can ask directions.
Okay. Can you see the ships in the sky from the university?
I still don't understand how they're up there, but yes.
You know, I've learned to not ask questions about that. It's pretty...
But I want to know how it works.
Yeah, that's...
That's what the books are for.
I envy you. Yeah.
Wait, didn't your shady friend know something about boats?
Gonna have to narrow it down.
The one with the spooky woman in them.
True.
Wife, I think.
Didn't want to assume.
Your friend wife.
Only water boats. Are they the same? I also don't know how they work. Excuse me, Bolin. Do water boats and sky boats steer the same?
Roughly.
Do you have manual for these things? Give me manual.
He'll just like start digging around in a drawer looking for something.
Those like
Uh-huh.
paper manuals you get with like your car, but
Yeah.
it's for
Yeah.
like
This is fine. This is what I want. Horus, I think we might be okay. I think, see, boat problems getting solved. Then we'll solve the amulet problem. Then we'll go
So
through
I'm
the
coming
other
to the
7.
harbor?
Please and thank you.
Okay.
Your lord demands it.
There's
I
more
said
mooing in
please
the
and
background. Koski's not pleased with the speed that the harbor master is doing this.
Is there any boats in the war? Airships, probably.
Airships?
Warboats.
Airships were very new at the end of the war.
Mm.
You heard. Give me a history check. Let's see how much you heard about the one battle they were in.
Oh shoot.
Ooh, fingers crossed for Hindenburg-esque disaster. 'Cause
19.
that'd be funny.
19.
I haven't heard those words together.
There was one battle in the war that involved airships. This was the first time that they had been weaponized.
Mhm.
They were essentially used as bombers. But cannons were also mounted to the bottom and put on swivels as well. So bombers attack aircraft, kind of a combo. Those were not well armored, and one fireball took the whole ship down.
The humanity. The humanity.
They did their bombing run essentially and left. They lost 2 out of 5 ships in that one run. They were flying pretty low.
So I don't know anything.
As far as for steering, I don't think you would have been on an airship per se. I know you've been on a sailing ship, but airship is a little more expensive.
And I've read lots of books on boats, so if that's the logic we're taking.
Bolin
I'm not
finds
here.
a manual. This is not the exact model, but it's similar enough.
This will do.
Are you going to punch me again?
I didn't punch you last time.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, only threatened. God, you're too soft. You should really get it together. People will walk all over you.
I'm sorry. Don't often deal with the mob.
Huh?
Hmm?
You,
Was that- was
you
that-
misspoke.
Yeah.
You misspoke.
Just
Did you misspeak? Hmm.
You only get to do that so many times before you're not able to speak at all.
Whoa, already.
See,
he
he's
starts
learning.
to cry again.
He's learning.
This is workplace learning. This is
This is what internships are for.
this is what yeah.
On the job site.
experience.
Kaski gives like a huge slap on the back. I'm almost proud. Hard enough that you're like, oh.
So enough you get your journeyman's intimidation license.
Would you like to try?
I think we've got what he's wanted.
Oh no, he's pretty softened up. Would you like to try to
No,
threaten?
this is a good like experience.
Yeah. Threaten him. I've already done all the work,
Right,
so
we're going to be working with this crew on the way there. If any of them are suspicious at all, or if any word gets back to anyone, let's just say we know where you live.
threaten his family.
I was getting there. I know where your family lives. And
Am I
if you
good
want
to
to
come
keep...
back at this point?
we'll say this is when you walk in.
Kaski's giving pointers like as this is happening,
Right.
like live, but please tell me he's not any less intimidated. He might be like less intimidated by this, but like when Kaski gives the pointers, right back to being like,
Sure.
The
So
trick is-
Cassius walks in at this
You
point.
don't
Question unrelated to the mob for you.
The trick is don't get too
Outside?
specific because you don't actually
Very
know.
busy.
You know, so you got to keep
They
it.
are.
you
They're
have to keep
training
it
actually.
just vague enough that it's
Also,
So-
you can steer a boat,
You
right?
know, so like
So
Probably.
Excellent.
you two went outside.
As long as he's following you.
Yes.
So, did a little bit of chatting about things. I know you've got your own whatever things going on, but James Locke, Wolfgang Krakenvolts,
Okay.
they're coming to talk to the men. Seems like people they would not want to talk to, given the mass amounts of property damage that you sustained.
Mm. How much do you know about firearms? I'm not very versed.
You point 'em. My gun's got the Krakenvolt thing on it.
Well, right off the bat, I mean, those two are stupid wealthy.
Right.
A partnership would be, I mean, great for Nathaniel there, but
That's what I'm failing to understand. Are they coming to slap him on the wrist?
so
Why would people like them bother to talk to people like Nathaniel and the investigator?
one thing that Thomas Gildage had told me, the shipment itself was the next generation of stuff. It wasn't things you can currently get.
Right.
I don't know if there's some sort of extortion going on.
Negotiating its return. But then what does Locke have to do with it?
I don't know. I don't know if this just looks bad.
Right.
Also, pausing quick out of character. How common are cograil robberies?
Not too common. It's usually dangerous because they're going to be stopping in well-populated, well-fortified areas. If you are robbing it in transit,
Like, is this something that happens once a month or like once a year? Like, where on that?
maybe twice a year, 3 times if it's bad.
And was this one uncharacteristically bad?
This one was uncharacteristically bad. This was probably the loudest, biggest profile one you've heard of in the past decade.
It's a pretty bad look for Locke. I don't know if it's pride or if just Locke's greedy and crosses promising money. I don't know. It doesn't sound good.
Feels bad for perhaps also you specifically.
I somehow managed to skate by. I'm probably fine, but it doesn't sound good. Is this bad for you?
It's. And he kind of goes quiet.
I'll level with you a bit. I have not figured out any sort of way to deal with my Nathaniel Cross problem that doesn't immediately burn me. I wouldn't be upset if this meeting went real south.
Well, then we have a mutual interest in that.
Do you know when it's happening?
No, but I imagine it won't be too hard to find out when the two of them are in town. Even if they enter quietly, there's several people, several places that will know. And I assume you have access to at least one of those people.
Yes. Also out of character. Or rather, like, slightly in character as well. Do I know anything about either James Locke or Krakenvolts from a... are either of them the type to quietly enter a city? Or can they pretty much travel? Are they grandiose with it? What's their personality when it comes to spending money?
Give me a history check. Even though you are a noble, these guys are a little out of your price range.
Sure.
They're new money.
Right, yeah. Well, that's kind of what I was getting at, too. Not so much... Oh, nope.
No.
Can I help?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You're both thinking on this.
Would they throw a parade?
The chances of that happening is not high.
It's not high. That's very low, actually. It was, like, kind of cucked, but I think it's kind of funnier for it to happen twice.
Did you get double natural ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a 4.
Oof. So, you've never been in town when they arrive. You've
Yeah.
honestly probably never met either of them in person.
No.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
You're not really sure too much about how they travel.
Right. With any luck, they'll arrive maybe a bit louder than they should.
Right.
And I'm sure we can get some word on when they're arriving. Do you have any idea, like, is it next week? Is it next month?
All you were told is soon.
Soon.
Do we know where they normally live? Like James Locke.
James
is
Locke
from
lives
this country,
in
but-
Timberhold,
Okay.
which is the largest city, at least in closest proximity to Blackwood.
Oh, hold up.
Holding.
Don't I know Timberwood?
Timberhold?
Timberhold?
Is that where I was born? Cassius tries to remember where he was born.
Intimidation lessons are still happening.
You just hear, like out here.
I'm like letting Rennie make an attempt.
There's
then-
furniture being broken.
No,
Is
no,
that-
no. We're not. No,
It's
no,
too
no.
overt. Sorry.
I'm like, I'm doing a
Type thing.
demonstration, and then I invite Rennie to try, and then I ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how Rennie did. And
Please
then-
leave feedback.
Yeah.
6.8
Where do you think he was lacking?
height.
Height. Okay.
Wow, it's-
You can't help the height yet.
Right.
Well, hopefully you'll get a little taller.
He's a grown boy.
But you have to make your presence
What
imposing.
if I stand on the table?
No, you kind of lose
oh
it.
no.
Yeah.
Fix
Kind
your
of lose it
posture.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah,
Exactly.
Timberhold.
See?
I remember. It's where I was born.
Oh, was it?
It's all coming back to me.
It's part of the OP family territory. What a coincidence. I
Put back
should
away.
I'll definitely know when Locke leaves.
And Krakenvolt's, I mean, he was originally Grisholfian, now
Yeah.
kind of a...
I wasn't expecting much. Yeah. 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah,
He's got any eccentric robotic sons that we would know about.
Spoilers.
That's real specific, actually. I do that.
Spoilers from previous
It's
season.
not a spoiler until you call it out. Dang.
Yeah, we can know when at least Locke is heading, and if there's a way the meeting can be influenced. I don't see why not.
all right. With that, you would see Horus is making his way towards the harbor master, just kind of looking up like, whoa.
I'm gonna wave down.
Oh. Can I
Malloy?
skim that manual, by the way, when you're done?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
The
You
manual,
pop in.
it steers just like a normal ship.
Ah,
Ah,
easy.
You having sailed to elders, you could probably drive this
Okay.
thing.
Horus coming up in the middle of this lesson.
Yes. What's happening?
The desk is broken. I'm just like,
Oh my
so
God.
sorry. It's, yeah, no. I'm
You're
good.
trying to, like,
job training.
Well, if you had cooperated, we wouldn't have to do this.
See? He's getting it. He's really getting it.
I'm actually really proud.
Oh, thanks, boss.
To not to Horus, but to what's the
Bolin,
to Bolin. Have you seen improvement in this session?
just through sobbing.
Koski's gonna give him a platinum piece for your efforts in the lesson.
Thank
You don't
Thank
seem
you.
appreciative, so I need to.
Thank you.
it's difficult to watch. Had a lot of uncomfortable conversations, but this is putting me in a weird space, guys. I don't know.
That's true. You should maybe consider yourself watched over a little bit.
I think Cassius is, like, very
This was all with love.
Do you feel it? Do you feel the love?
Yeah. Do you, Mr. Bowman?
And threatening way in Minotaur, Koski's gonna go, yes.
Yep. Yes. Very much.
Excellent.
So we're gonna have to find a boat ourselves, or
Oh,
We're
no,
on
I've
the
got-
wrapping up stage. There's a point where we ease down and like
You're learning.
Follow me. And he's just walking
Why did you bring him? We didn't.
out onto the dock.
we need to figure out
Just
where
a
the boat
mess.
is. Other people watching.
There's a couple people who are like, just as you pass by them,
What? You've never seen a man cry before?
Yeah, I'm giving them all dirty
and
looks.
they just turn away.
Cassius seems like pretty. On the one side, he's more agitated than usual, but he's also more like involved. He's like talkative. He's like engaging with members of the party, and while there's almost this like slight like bite to him right now, he's like the least like dead behind the eyes he's looked in a while. He's clearly thinking very hard about something.
Horus will walk over
yelling
to
Civilians.
you. I'll
Tears come
I'll
back.
see what I can do.
I do not leave Horus's side.
He is holding it with 2 fingers. Just
It's not fragile. We tried bashing it.
I feel uncomfortable holding this.
Oh, that because of the 400 years.
Yeah, that does it.
Everyone you know and love.
I do
not
appreciate this.
Yes, my
Well,
lord.
maybe Cash or maybe Dante will come out in 400 years and
So
hey, watch what you say in front of people. Tact. On the job training.
He's cried a lot today, actually. So.
Yes, he doesn't need to take it out on Horus.
You
Oh,
are
that's
you are led to a smaller
We're
ship.
learning.
It's very sleek, polished. My brain just shut off for a second. Polished wood. It's got a.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good one. I hit the side of it.
It's got a gold trim along the.
How much can we get for this?
Ooh.
It's got a gold trim along the bow, and
know.
on the side of it, it says the Golden Bat. Thought you'd enjoy that. So
Koski's piloting this.
yeah, it actually, in size, very similar to
Oh.
the ship that you sailed to Elderson.
Koski, I'm mansplaining to you so hard right now. Snake explaining. So you're gonna wanna. Oh, okay. You already. Well, I would have
Yeah,
used my
Koski's
left
just
hand
ignoring
if.
you.
Oh, all right.
There
I'm
is
gonna go
a
awkwardly with smoke.
central mast that comes. It's in the center of the ship. However, there is a mirroring central mast under the ship as well,
Oh,
as
maybe
well
like
as a
tricks.
couple of almost
Barrel rolls.
fins made of canvas on the sides to help direct pitch and the like.
Ooh, do we have our little crew?
Yeah, there's a couple of men on board. However, the main one that is waiting on board is Thomas Gildage, just leaning against the mast, waiting for you all to come on.
Hey.
Does Thomas Gildage see the harbor master crying? Does he question this at all?
Can I politely
Just-
ask him Bullen to go?
What are you all doing?
Boarding.
To Bolin.
Oh.
What are you talking about? He's
Bullet.
helping
Look
us.
at him.
Bullen.
Yeah.
Scram.
He's,
He's going back to work.
we did not harm him.
He was incredibly helpful. Why are you being mean to Bolin?
He was providing a customer survey.
Yeah.
Animals.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, that's actually very insensitive.
Your families really need that sensitivity training.
First you served
Really
me
am
beef,
the only-
and now
You're
this.
the one with the bad boat. Anyways, I'm gonna go shoot the breeze with the
Oh yeah,
workers.
you are.
Ellie.
I'm just traveling with the zoo.
Wow! Racism. I don't hear this. Hopefully that was out of character.
You just hear.
Ellie. I don't know why you're taking my boat.
We
Borrowing.
explained copiously over the phone, did we
To
not?
go home.
I want it back without a scratch.
Of course.
I look nervously at all of the party members.
Do you need docks
listen,
this
listen,
high
listen,
to
listen.
land?
I am.
Oh, right.
Oh,
These
nobody's
boats,
listening.
these ships don't touch the
A
ground.
bit of a boat
Notice the
salesman
mast
myself.
on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
And I, for one, just
So
over
yes,
the
you need
conversation.
to pull up next to something high.
Do you have?
Oh,
is
but it's
there
not for the
ladder?
boat safety. That's for us getting up. That's
It
fine.
is for the boats. It is for the ship's safety.
Are there big ladder for emergency exit,
Yeah,
like on regular boat?
yeah.
There's a rope ladder.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is fine.
Wait, what about like little floating thingies?
No, we don't got those here.
Should look into that.
Go to Skyshore if you want those.
I meant for you and your safety going forward. Jesus.
Who?
Look, I just want the bat back intact.
Is it like mobile?
I tried for the third time. Now, see, I'm a bit of a boat expert myself, so you needn't worry. I've been handling these things for a couple years.
Now
You
look,
okay?
one of my guys had to call out.
Yep.
Do you have someone who knows how to
he-
steer?
Multiple.
Is Koski already like setting up shop?
Good, good. You all going?
Yes.
All right, it's gonna be a tight fit.
Yep.
Well, luckily we're one down. So.
Oh, we bite the dust.
I know, he's stuck in an
Purple
ambulance.
dust, yeah.
Just like muttering.
It's
anger.
been a day. Week.
Dark
Clearly.
purple dust.
Is there anything I should know about?
I cannot stress this enough. I know what I'm doing. The bat is in good hands.
Out of scratch, and he walks off the ship.
Oh, I was actually going to answer his question. If there's anything you should know about. I'll try to give him a hug again. That last time.
Bring it in.
Alrighty. I'll do the homie hug with his hand.
Sure, he'll go for it.
And I'm going to Thieves' Cant in his ear that things are worse than he thinks. Much worse. And he should be careful.
Talk thievy to me.
Responding in Thieves' Cant. Law or gang?
The second one.
Keep my nose clean. For now. Safe travels.
Thank you very much.
Walking down the dock, shouting back, without a scratch!
Koski's ringing the ship bell.
Can you really see scratches in wood grain?
You can buff that out, right?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you should know that.
Because I think I dropped my sword. I've been trying to get it out the.
It's like in between planks of wood and you're just gouging it.
Is someone
Well.
supposed to wiggle?
You start to ring the ship bell. They pull up the gangplank, unfurl the sails.
Does it have an insignia on it?
Is it a bat?
Is it a bat decal?
It's not a bad decal.
It's not a big yellow circle with a bat in the middle.
It'd be a nice signal.
It is not.
It's a letdown.
We can add one.
But they detach the anchor from the dock. The ship is free floating. It's an odd feeling at first. It's not quite the same as when you're out at sea. You don't need to get the sea legs, as it's not bobbing up and down. It is surprisingly stable. You were expecting like it would be to be on a ship, and some of you even stumble a little bit as you are getting ready to adapt. The part that really catches some of you is once you start to move forward or gain altitude. You still feel the inertia of it for a minute, but once you get to speed, something happens with a loud from below deck. And you do not feel the wind on you. You do not feel the motion. It's as if you're just walking on stable ground.
Is there anything in the manual about this?
Give me an investigation check.
We're all like peering over your shoulder.
Looking
I
through
guess I should too, because I looked.
Is everyone looking at the manual?
Sure.
Are we helping each other? Yeah.
Everyone over to
Yeah. Flip the page. Someone read. Flip the page.
22.
22.
I just start dropping cool boat terminology. Now see that.
18.
18. Anyone else rolled? 22.
Oh, no. I want to see the picture.
So you all would have found that airships run on a reactor system. It uses a incredibly rare mineral called kurats. It's a greenish blue mineral with red veins that goes through it.
Stunning.
In its natural form, it is quite unstable, and when exposed to oxygen, it's not good. Reactors have them submerged, and they put out an immense amount of power. It is what fuels a spell engine to keep a boat aloft and control its direction even without movement, or even without wind to move it. The sails are just a conduit for the spell engine to direct it. The manual starts to get very complicated as far as instructions on reactor maintenance. Long and short of it is don't expose it to oxygen, and you'll be fine.
Seems like a bit of foreshadowing, but okay.
Is there a designated reactor maintenance guy?
Yes,
Did we take them?
yes.
Okay,
Awesome.
good. That'd be important. Yeah.
But if you guys were to go down and check the reactor,
Which I would have.
you can see the floating karats in the water tank that, well, is the fuel cell of the reactor.
Ooh.
It's maybe the size of a dime.
Or like a D20.
Yeah, D20, sure. And that is powering this whole ship.
Oh, Dante would have loved this.
Hold the amulet up. Maybe I'll...
Yeah, horse.
Horus, were you conscious in the amulet?
That's a
Time,
weighted question. Just ask.
Are we conscious now?
not quite. It felt like I blinked.
Okay. Okay.
I'm still kind of, he starts walking over to the edge like very slowly, and then he gets down on his belly to, oh, we're high. This is insane. How does this work?
Wow.
And he just goes for the manual.
Alright, I go with the manual.
Hey, you can read about the manual after you free Dante, alright?
What's he gonna do on the boat?
Sorry. This could take me some time. I'll get started.
I'll get you water.
Taking that intimidation training a bit too seriously there, champ.
Right, not taking it out on people who don't deserve it.
Also, he's a friend.
Koski's too far away to scold
Not
you.
taking it out on people that can be beneficial to us later.
Right, but he's now working on the Dante problem instead of reading a book about boats.
Is this an earshot of Koski or no? I know I'm like at the.
It might. I wouldn't be.
Where is
Without
everyone?
the howling of the wind, yeah.
Let him read the book on the boat.
Dante would.
Dante's literally not going anywhere.
Right.
What if he drops Dante because we're on a boat?
We should bring this in. I take that amulet. It's like, well, I'll be
No,
lower deck.
no.
Lower deck.
No.
He's reading the book right now. I don't want to be in the.
Fine.
We're all going lower decks.
Don't
Let's go.
swing that at the reactor.
Why? I know.
Don't touch the reactor. Don't think about the reactor.
I thought I only brought Mom along. Rumble. Rest of the family's here too.
Below deck, it is tight. It's mostly inner workings of the ship.
Right.
Squeezes.
Yeah. Just clutching the
We
amulet
hear
really tight.
loud, angry music blaring from the back of the room.
But
To borrow your room.
Yes.
the ship makes its way out of Marsix proper. And you are back over the fields of Elduris. Koski, give me a survival check, but use your intelligence modifier instead.
Oh.
18.
18.
Let's go.
It's coming to you very naturally. And you start to just autopilot steer your way towards Blackwood, and it's odd not having the resistance of water to steer the rudder against. It takes you a second to get used to pulling it up or down to change the pitch and altitude, but within 10 minutes of steering this, you're a natural.
Do a loop.
No.
Oh.
That's one way to lose Dante.
With you at the helm,
Right.
you'll likely be at Blackwood in a day. In the meantime, what would the rest of you do on the ship?
Can I talk to my wife?
Yeah?
Again, just kind of this very distracted, like, edge about him, and he probably goes to a remoter corner of this ship to Aggie,
Yes, love?
the performer, the bar.
She seemed nice.
You get anything from her?
At first, I thought she might just have a wee bit of a crush on Lord, Sir, Mister
None.
Cross.
Yeah. I like little Nate personally, but
Little Nate.
So at first, I thought maybe she had a crush on Nate, but I don't know. Her expression changed a little just as you were turning away.
how so?
It's like she was feeling conflicted. I don't know. I feel like she was there for something else. Could be a good in if she's not there for the gang.
right? I don't know. Don't want to go back, but it doesn't seem right. We run away, we hide, and they keep taking people like that and breaking them.
I think this could be an opportunity. With what we learned today, this could be our chance to end the cycle.
Yeah, I know.
She'll shrug. Ask for you to dance with her on deck.
He'll seem like a little surprised, because like I said, he's still kind of like not feeling great about, recent revelations, but he will agree.
What are the rest of you doing?
I find Mom.
I'm just staring back at the way we came. Just.
Mom,
Yes, we?
head back. How are you feeling?
Not that great.
Right. We'll be home soon. Dad will be able to take a look at you. Are you planning on staying?
Home?
Right.
There's some things I have to take care of. What were your plans?
Wait, you... Where? Can I come?
It's safer for you back home. Let's talk about it later.
Okay. Right.
Don't you have to figure out what's happening with Dante?
I would, but Horus is doing some reading. Or he's working on it. We just like eternally.
Sure, that'll keep you guys busy once we make it back to town, though.
I suppose. You don't think we have to wait 400 years, do you?
No.
Okay.
Maybe like a week.
Yeah, 7 days tops.
Or 14 at the most.
Okay. Want me to get... I can brew some tea. Sure, there's a kitchen here somewhere.
Sure.
The engine gives off some heat. Maybe we'll try to boil some water near that thing.
Just scoop some out. That's fun.
Yeah.
Was this set
Why
on the
is there
deck?
just my rocket? Why is there a rock in my tea?
You pick it up.
Sounds nice. I've plenty of questions about just your time here at Marsix and how you've been enjoying it.
Been learning a lot. Everyone's been taking me under their wing.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to use much of those skills you gathered home in Blackwood.
Would be a real waste if I stayed there then. But, I lashed out at you before, Mum. You didn't deserve that. Sorry. No matter how resentful I was, no, I didn't mean it. And I look to see if it's okay to hug. And then there'll be just like a lot of crying.
She'll just pull you in for a hug. She just grabs you by the back of the head with her trunk. I know you didn't mean it. It's a whole part of your life you're keeping a secret from me, and I understand why, but I'm scared for you.
Noah finds it ironic, but Rennial would feel guilty that he's keeping something so important from his mother.
You know nothing.
It's like, no, I'm not even bothered. It's like, it's just you effectively guilted me into like,
You and your secrets. Just being your honest mother here.
Wow. Taking tips from my mother.
Yeah. When you go to grab the tea, is Element out here?
Like on the deck?
Mm-hmm.
Probably, yeah. I don't think I'd go below deck that much.
Okay. I forgot what I was going to talk to you about. It was about making a phone call back home. You're able to call home, right?
Yeah. Expecting a call at some point. What do you ask?
I was wondering if you heard anything about your father. I know these aren't the best of times right now, but
No.
still,
Not yet.
I'm still also wondering how my family's doing back home, but I guess we'll know in about a day's time.
Is there something wrong?
No, I think everyone should be safe back home. And seems kind of trivial now, but as to our previous deal, there is a certain factory that needs to be moved, so
That was oddly ominous. Like,
Oh.
should be okay.
they should be safe.
Should be safe.
When we talked before,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long these people are going to stay at Marsix. I don't know if I'm someone they'll be interested in finding if I don't show my face soon.
You think these are people who would follow you?
Potentially, yes. But I know they'll be in Marsix for at least the next week. That's why I want to make it back before they think about moving anywhere.
Do you know where they are? Like, could we get someone to follow them for a little bit?
Well, you said you would check in on the doctor
Yeah.
in the Gold Ward. It's about as much as I can give you.
Oh,
That's
so
all I have.
you're not worried about.
The others. No, I suspect that he'll keep them near. I suspect that's what his attempt was with me as well. It would have worked, but we have things to take care of back in Blackwood.
Who are they?
Just other people he has supposedly helped. I'm hoping your dad's not one of these people.
I will admit that was it was very concerning when you said to burn my dad's dead body. Is there anything you can tell me?
No, Rennie must be having a hard time finding the tea. I think I should go help him, and she'll just start to leave.
Alright.
Got your tea, Mom.
There
Didn't
you
interrupt
are.
anything.
No. We were just finishing up the conversation.
Can you, man, like, understand why they didn't call it the Gilded Bat? It's strange.
Yeah, the golden. Wait, I can ask.
Could the Gilded... It's,
Maybe a little
thank
too
you
on
for
the
tea.
nose.
Yeah, that's true.
They were worried someone would steal it.
They have like
Yeah.
so much like awesome porcelain here. Bats are everywhere. Is that a thing?
Kind of seems like a waste they didn't call Batmobile, but
So mobile.
I think there's a few ships already named that. Sounds familiar.
this sounds familiar now that I think of it.
Think a vampire owned it?
I
Ah.
don't know. Can Costi like accidentally lean on something and like a bunch of jacks like go flying out and then just fall to the earth?
Something rolls on the ground. What's shark repellent?
Or like a net.
There is a small pillar with like 3 switches on it next to the wheel.
Mmm.
Oops.
Koski's gonna push one.
Wind back in your face.
Okay, Koski pushes a reaction.
Face a leaf blower look.
like a dog in the window of a car. Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. Seems like an impractical button to have.
What are the other ones do?
I don't know.
Barrel roll button. Let's go.
Are there any wooden chairs just on the deck? Just kind of sitting.
Not anymore.
Oh. We didn't lose any crew.
We should do a perception check.
No, the reactor guy.
No, I have not rolled well tonight. Nine.
I'm pretty sure there's the same number.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Right, head down.
Reactor guy's downstairs. That's
So I mean, I did hit another switch.
That one does shoot out a net out the back. It's on a reel.
Ooh. Oh, good. I didn't want to pay for a net.
He said leave the ship unscathed. That's not part of the ship. It's an accessory. Like
Yeah.
the chairs that they're gone. He didn't say anything about the chairs.
It's fair.
Oh, it's on the reel?
How many chairs
Yeah.
did we lose?
So you painting?
I'm gonna roll for
No.
chairs. How many chairs were there?
What did they use the net for?
5.
There were 5 chairs.
There were.
This
five.
one's D5.
I don't think
Oh,
shame.
D6.
So I'm gonna just like,
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
this is
reel
how
into
many
that.
chairs we lost.
I'm gonna see if we caught anything.
1. We only lost 1 chair.
Nice.
I'll reel back in the net.
It reels a bit like a fishing
Yeah.
tool.
He's guy fishing.
Oh, it's one of the crew. It's one of the crew members. He caught. Like, we got man overboard.
That's what the net's for.
knew what we were doing.
Right. Sorry. There's one more button, right?
I think I've had my fun.
On the way back.
Well, there's nothing else that you all wish to discuss.
Third button.
I think me and Ray
No.
just keep having conversations. I think we just. I try to.
We didn't get any. Oh, I forgot to pick up souvenirs for the family. Didn't think we'd be back so soon.
You got him a teapot.
I'll sew some shirts.
Oh no, definitely teapots. Got it. Look at this awesome tea set.
Sure. I'll just stitch some Marsix into a few t-shirts.
Right.
Maybe don't just put them in a bag. The porcelain's gonna break.
There's a box here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
I steal cutlery.
Okay. I have forks at home. And in
You
my
are
bag.
imagining a much larger ship than it is.
Okay. There is a tea set, right?
If you brought one.
I have a tea set.
Okay. He's making
With-
a big deal out of. He doesn't have the tea.
Closes out
With
Ryan.
you all on your way home to Blackwood, that is where I'm going to end tonight's session. Thank you everyone for watching. We look forward to seeing you again next week. We also want to thank Travis Savoy for all of the amazing music. You can find them at RPG Music Maker on Bandcamp, as well as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We would also like to thank Tabletop Gaming Center for helping us put on this amazing show. And if you are looking to follow us, our socials and YouTube are Tabletop Gaming CT. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good night. Until next week, game on.
Buenas noches.